guys, and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. So in today's video we are going to be closing out my budget for the second week of April. We're going to do some cash envelope stuffing because we finally have some cash to work with. And then finally at the end of the video I will be answering questions from viewers from last week's video. Okay guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay guys, let's start by looking where we spent our money this week, starting with bills. We only had one bill come out, and that was for MetroNet. MetroNet is our internet service for our house, and that was $99. Next is debt. We had our loan number 2 debt payment come out this week. Loan number 2 is a debt consolidation loan, and we do make a payment to them every week. I can't remember if I told you, but it was for $142. Okay, next up is food. We did spend all $200 on food this week that we budgeted. We also put $20 of gas in the tank. We skipped miscellaneous last week. We had a very low income. My week-to-week income is variable, and it was a very low income, so we skipped miscellaneous. And for spending, we skipped the spending for David and I, and we only gave Logan his spending money, so we spent $10 on that. Okay, so that was it. It was a pretty light week. We didn't have a lot to work with. Let's take a look at the worksheets and see how it all worked out. Starting with our budget, our monthly budget. So we had one of our fixed expenses come out this week. That was MetroNet. We budgeted $99 for that expense, and it was exactly $99. So we are right on track as far as our fixed expenses go. Let's head over to the week 2 worksheet. Okay, so I like to pay myself $528 a week, but that doesn't always happen depending on how sales are going or how things are going with YouTube. So last week I was only able to pay myself $387. So that's what we had to work with as far as our weekly budget goes and our variable expenses. So we went ahead and we skipped sinking funds. Then over in fixed expenses, we did do loan number 2. It actually comes out automatically, so that's my number 1 priority each week from here. The first thing to come out is loan number 2. We did set aside $5 in cash for our garbage bill, and we set aside $10 in cash for our Alliant Energy bill. That's the gas for our house. So altogether last week, our fixed expenses were $157. So $387 minus $157 left us with $230 to work with. We put $200 of that towards our food. We put $20 towards gas, and we put $10 towards spending, and we skipped miscellaneous. So altogether that was $230, which means we were exactly on target. We weren't under and we weren't over. We were exactly where we wanted to be. Okay, let's go ahead and set up week 3. So we had a good week. We had a sale for Easter, so we had more sales because of the sale. The shop was on sale. So I'm actually going to get paid $523 this week, which I'm super excited about. So we have $523 to work with. So coming down here to our sinking funds, we are going to stuff all of this in just a second. We're going to do that together. So this is cash. So we're going to put $3 towards Amazon. We're going to put $10 towards car maintenance, $5 towards car registration, $20 towards Christmas, $3 towards Sam's, and $30 towards vacation. So let's see how much that is all together. So altogether that is going to be $71. So $523 minus 71. That leaves us with $452 to work with. So coming up here to our fixed expenses. Loan number 2 is $142. Garbage is $5, and Alliant Energy is $10. So $142 plus 5 and 10. That's $157. So $452 minus $157, that is $295. Okay, coming down to our variable expenses. So we always start with $200 for food. I have done a lot of experimenting with our food budget in the past, and I have found that this is just our golden number. This is the number that works for us. Anytime we try to go less, it doesn't work. Sometimes we still go over, but for the most part, we're able to stick to this budget. So $200 for food. We also put $20 in our gas tank every week, and that seems to keep us right on track with gas. Miscellaneous, we're going to set aside $25 for miscellaneous this week, and we are going to be able to do all of the spending money. So that's 10 for Logan, 20 for me, and 20 for David. So let's see all together how much that is. That is exactly $295, which is how much we had left to work with, which brings our budget down to $0. Okay, let's stuff those cash envelopes. Okay, we should have $181 to work with, so let's first count to make sure we have the right amount of money. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. So how are you guys? I hope that you are all doing well. The weather here has been so crazy. We had absolutely gorgeous weather all last week, and then yesterday it snowed. I woke up and the ground was covered with white, and I'm like, what? It was like 85 on Friday. But the snow is gone, and it's still kind of cool. It's in the 50s, but yeah, 85 to snow. That's just how it goes here. Okay, so we're gonna start with bills. We have 2 bills that we set money aside for. Garbage, we're gonna set aside $5 for that. So now we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we have $25 for garbage. We're trying to get 60. Once we get up to 60, then we'll be able to pay that bill. We just paid Alliant Energy, so all we're gonna do today is add $10, and we're gonna start saving for the next bill, and we save $40 for that one. Once we get to 40, then we can pay that bill. Okay, next up are our cash envelopes. These are the actual envelopes that I carry around with me. So first of all, I get $20. So excited to have some spending money. Logan is going to get $10 and David is going to get $20. We're also going to put $20 aside for gas, and we're gonna put, my wallet is really bouncy today, and we're gonna put $25 aside for miscellaneous expenses. Okay, and one more, sinking funds. Okay, starting with Amazon, this is for our annual Amazon membership. We're gonna put $3 towards that. 1, 2, 3. So that is 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we have $45 saved up for that. We're skipping back to school for right now, and we're also skipping birthdays. Moving on to car maintenance, I just cleaned this out last week when I got my oil changed and my headlight replaced as well. So today we are going to add $10 back to that envelope and start rebuilding that envelope. Okay, for car registration, we're going to set aside $5 for that. So now we just recently paid this, so we have 5, 10, 15. So we have 15 saved up. So we're not gonna have to pay this again until next February, March, in that time frame. Okay, moving on to Christmas. So I do have some placeholders. These represent money that we have in our savings account. I don't like to have too much cash on hand, so when I am able to get up to $100 like this, I like to put that money into our savings account and then replace it with these cash holders. So we have 300 and hundreds, and then we're also going to add $20 today. So now we have, let's see, so we have 320, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So we have $380 saved for Christmas so far. Next up is our Sam's Club membership. So we are going to set aside $3 for that. And we now have 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So we now have $45 saved up for our annual Sam's Club membership. For vacation, we already have $500 in our savings account saved up for that. And today we're going to add another 30. So let's see, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30. So 130 plus 500 is 630. So we are moving right along with that goal. We're trying to get up to $1,000. So that is very exciting that we're getting so close to that goal. We're like over halfway towards that goal now. Okay guys, so that is it for the budgeting and the cash envelopes. I am going to answer some of your questions if you want to stick around to see to hear those answers. But if you're logging off here, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you again next time. Okay, so this first question is coming from Corey, and Corey says, how are you and David planning for retirement? Also, have you thought about shopping sales to create a stockpile to reduce your grocery budget in the long run? I found that to be key in keeping my grocery budget down. So prior to what I do now, which is Etsy and YouTube full-time, I was a teacher for 20 years, and during that time I did put money into my retirement account. So I have a retirement account through our state and as a state employee, and I can start drawing on that when I'm 55. But if I delay drawing on it, then I can get more money later. Like if I start drawing at 62, then I'll get more per month. So when we get closer to that time, I'll decide like what I want to do, when I want to start drawing on it. And then David also is a state employee and will also receive retirement through the state. So we're both getting retirement that way. But honestly, I don't think that that's going to be enough. So in addition, we'll probably continue to do some kind of side hustles. And I also hope one day, once I get my debt paid off, my goal is to invest that money and then use that money during retirement. That's the ultimate plan. Okay, with stockpiling, so we've actually stockpiled a little bit recently. We stockpiled some pasta when we got a really good deal on it, and we stockpiled ground beef, and it has been so helpful. We have so much pasta and so much ground beef, and there's a lot you can do with those things. So I think stockpiling is a great idea. You just have to keep in mind like what you have space for, what you have room for in your home. But yeah, I love the idea of stockpiling. Okay, next question is from Amy Jones. Hi Jennifer, I was wondering if your stickers are easy peel and cut good. I would like to buy some expense stickers. I bought my last ones from Cara Jo Plans, but I want to try yours. Also, let us know how Morky Mork is doing, and Logan too. Okay, so let's talk about the stickers. So I use Cara Jo Plan stickers myself because the way I do the stickers for the expense trackers is I like to have all the same color for the same budget category all year long. And that's how she makes her expense stickers, where in my shop, my expense stickers, there's two colors that come out each. There's two colors for each pattern that comes out each month, and I'm constantly retiring stickers. So my expense stickers, the colors aren't always available. But actually that's something I'm thinking about changing. I'm thinking about adding like some evergreen, which means like they're always available expense stickers to my shop. I resisted doing that for a long time. I've always gotten my stickers from Cara Jo Plans, and the reason why is because I started using her stickers in the beginning and I just felt like I should continue to use them and not make a competing product, but this isn't her full-time job. I've been following her for a few years now, and it doesn't seem like she's going in the direction of making her shop a full-time job. So I think this might be the right time for me to go ahead and add that product. So what I'm thinking about doing is adding budget category stickers, evergreens, which means they're always available. So like I'll have like a red, a blue, a green, a yellow, you know, like the whole rainbow available, and always have it available in addition to the ones that match my budgeting kits. So that's what I'm thinking about doing there. Are my stickers easy peel and are they cut good? Yes, they're easy peel. I think you mean like, can you reposition them? Can you like, once you've put them down, can you take them off and reposition them on the paper? Yes, my stickers are repositionable. Are they cut good? I hope so. Every once in a while, a sticker sheet does get by me that's not cut well. And anytime a customer tells me that they got a defective sheet, I always replace it because unfortunately, it's not 100% perfect, but I try to keep the stickers cut well as often as possible. Okay, I think Amy, you wrote this question before Morky Mork passed away, but he did pass away last Monday. I've already put a post up about it, and I've already talked about it in my planning this week, and I feel like I've talked about it enough, and I don't want to be sad anymore, so I'm not going to talk about it, but Morky Mork has passed away. And Logan is doing really well. Thank you for asking. Okay, next question comes from Homesteading with a Purpose, and she was wondering about our tax return. I think this is such a great question. I never talked about it. So she wants to know if we got a refund, and if we did, what we decided to do with it. So we got a very small refund. We actually got $400 back this year, and we didn't actually get the money back, because what my accountant did is he took that money and he went ahead and applied it to next year's taxes. So I pay estimated quarterly taxes, so he went ahead and applied that to the next estimated tax payment, and I'm totally fine with that. He didn't ask me ahead of time if he should do that, but when he told me he did that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I didn't actually get the cash back, but now I have less taxes to pay next year, which is nice. Okay, this next question comes from Apshire at 618. Could you give up Etsy and just do tutoring now? It can be very lucrative and fixed income for you, and I think you'd be happy teaching again. So, I mean, I could do that. I don't think that would be a smart move on my side. I have looked into tutoring positions around the town that I live in, and they pay about $15 an hour. So I really can't, I would not be able to work enough hours doing that to make up what I'm making with Etsy. And as far as the stability of that goes, I feel like it's not really a fixed income. It's not that stable. So unless you know about tutoring that pays more than that. Like I know like there's some online tutoring you can do for like up to $20 an hour, still not as lucrative as what Etsy is. So I don't think that would be the best idea for me to do that at this point in time. Okay, so the last question comes from Mary D. Whelan. I'm loving the Q&A. I too miss your business budgets, but understand it is a lot and personal as well. Also, have you thought of batch recording videos, taking one day to film all of your content to maybe free up time during the week? Okay, so first of all, with the budget, with the business budget, I answered this question last week, but I thought about it more. Like I was thinking, like, why am I not sharing my business budget anymore? And I think the reason why is because the way I do it has changed so much. I now do it on the computer, and I have estimated quarterly taxes that I pay. So when I was doing it before, I had to calculate how much taxes to put aside, and that was a big part of those budgets, but I don't really do that anymore because I just put aside the amount that I have to put aside for my quarterly taxes. And because it's on a computer screen and not paper and pen, I just feel like it just wouldn't be as interesting. It definitely would not be as interesting for me to film it, just my computer screen for you guys. So after giving it some thought, I've decided I'm not going to bring back my business budget check-ins like I used to do in the past. So that's actually answering last week's question. But as far as the batch recording goes, I've never thought of that, and I think that's an excellent idea, because when I record videos like this, I actually like take time to do my hair and makeup, where I might not do that like on other days of the week, especially because I work at home. So if I just do it all on one day, I can really get my time's worth of putting the effort into doing my hair and makeup that day, is what I'm trying to say. Like, for example, after I read your suggestion, I thought, okay, well, I'm doing my hair and makeup today. So after I'm done filming this video, I'm gonna go ahead and film my book talk video, where I share all of the books that I read for the month previously over on my other channel, which is called The Rookie Reader. So I'm actually gonna film that after I'm done here, since I already have my hair and makeup done. Okay guys, if you have any questions for next week, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and start your comment with the word question so I know to look for that when I go back next week to look for the questions. If you enjoyed today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again next time. Bye everyone!